friends, in today's video I have 36 Christmas Zoom games to share with you. Full disclosure, 33 of these games are from last year's Zoom games. I just compiled them all into one video so that you have a complete collection of games. And then I have added in 3 new, never before seen Christmas Zoom games on this channel that I'm excited to share with you today. Hi, I'm Shawn M Howell. Welcome to my channel. I'm on a mission to bring back family fun this holiday season, and I recognize that a lot of you are still on Zoom. So this video features games that are great for classrooms, virtual happy hours, family get-togethers, you name it. I have a game or multiple game ideas for you to play with your friends and family. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Let's jump into this. Special thanks to Fathead for sending this awesome giant Christmas sticker in my background. It's a giant sticker and I love it. This first set of games, I specifically had in mind teachers and students, but friends and family will love these as well. I just rewatched this video and I am loving my ugly Christmas sweater as well as my background. It is very different than the Christmas background that I have up for this year. I hope you enjoy it. In today's video, I have fun Christmas games that you can play on Zoom with your students. The first Christmas game idea I have for you is called Uncommonalities. To play Uncommonalities, divide your players into breakout rooms of 4 to 5 players each. The breakout group members have 5 minutes to find one unique or uncommon thing that they all have in common. For example, we all have a nose in common, but students can't say that. They have to come up with something very unique, like everyone has a Christmas tree on their front porch. That would be something unique and uncommon, but unique to the group of 4 or 5 students. When the 5 minutes are up, bring all of your students back into the large Zoom group room, and groups will pick a person to share the commonality that they found within their group members. This is a great game to encourage students to get to know one another better, to encourage students to talk amongst each other, and for them to work together as a team. Christmas game idea number 2 is Team Bingo. So make available a digital bingo card like this one right here. Make it available to all the students. During your class time or party time, all students must be aware of their bingo card at all times because this is how they are going to win. So as soon as they see something from the bingo card happening or being said, then they will mark it off on their bingo card. All of your students will have the same bingo card. This teaches your students to be aware of what's going on in the class, to participate, really gets them involved. First, to get all in a row or all in a column wins the game. Christmas game idea number 3 is the question game. One player will ask another player a question. So teacher, you're welcome to start this out yourself, to start off with the first question to kind of show the students how to play. The first player asks the second player a question. Then the second player will ask a third player, anybody of their choosing, a question, but it must be in response to the first question. Keep going until someone cannot respond with a question and then they are out. The game continues until only one person remains. Christmas game idea number 4 is called Don't Blink. Teacher, you will pick 2 students to start off the game. And basically, they're having a staring contest on Zoom. All the other players will watch to see if the 2 players don't blink. And whoever blinks first is out. And the winner of that match then goes on to play another person whom the teacher will pick. Teacher continues to pair up students until only one student remains. That student is the winner. Game idea number 5 is called Dance Tag. Start off by playing some Christmas music over Zoom. This game will get students up and moving around. So if you need a little movement break, this is the game to play. The first player will do a dance move, any dance move, and then call out the name of a second player. The new It player will do the first player's dance move, and then add a secondary dance move to that. And then they will call out the name of another classmate. Then that classmate has to do their move and create a second move, and then also call out the name of another classmate. And you continue playing in this manner until everybody has had a turn, or until the song ends, or until everybody's tired of dancing. If students don't feel comfortable calling out another classmate's name, teacher, you could call out the student's name yourself. Now, to make this game even more fun and last a little bit longer, you could record the entire session on Zoom and replay it for some laughs. Game idea number 6 is called What's Missing? This is the Christmas edition, and it's available on my website. Yes, this is an on-screen game that you can simply screen share on Zoom and have your students play along. This game includes 10 rounds of gameplay, high quality animations and graphics that you are going to love, that's sure to get everybody in a party spirit, and includes the music. The object of this game is students will have 7 seconds to look at a screen with different Christmas objects on it, and then the screen changes and one object disappears. They have 7 seconds again to look at the screen, and then we'll tell students if they got the answer correct. And we're back. I'm going to give you 2 new, never before seen Christmas games for Zoom right now. The first game is called I Know That Santa. Can you guess the actor who plays the movie Santa from an audio clip?
Let's get this party started.
The next new Christmas Zoom game on my channel is called I Know That Movie. Can players guess the name of the holiday movie based on one famous line from that movie? This next set of games posted last year and features virtual happy hour Christmas party games for Zoom. So if that's what you're hosting, you will love these games. Also, cold shoulder shirts are out, but I'm still loving how I look in this video from last year. All right, Shawn, roll that beautiful Christmas Zoom games footage. 12 virtual happy hour Christmas game ideas coming at you right now. Game is called Screenshot Tea. I love drinking a chai tea. I also like watching a little bit of YouTube tea, drama tea. All right, but for this tea, every player will need their phone. Pro tip here, don't tell your players you're playing this game until you start playing it, so they don't have a chance to delete their screenshots. You're going to ask your players to open up the screenshots in their camera app. I'm going to give you instructions for iPhone because that's what I'm using. All photos, albums, scroll down to where it says screenshots. All your players have to share their first 3 screenshots from their phone with everybody else. Just show their screenshot on their phone like this. Okay, so the first one I have, so the first screenshot I have, I can't actually show you right now. I should have actually deleted it before filming this. It's a review of an app that is questionable. I'm not gonna show you that one. I'll show you the second one. But that's the point, right? To find embarrassing screenshots on the phone. So the second one I have here is a modern metal face mask rack. The next one is Syphilis toilet paper shelf. And then an amethyst slice mask chain necklace. I was doing a little bit of visual browsing, eye candy browsing on Uncommon Goods and screenshotted those 3 pictures. The next game is called Grinch Trash or Treasure. Make sure everybody has a purse, backpack, that's not a word, purse, backpack, belt bag, some kind of bag with them to play this game. Don't tell them you're going to play this game ahead of time, or they'll clean out the trash from their purse or their bag, and it won't be as funny. Each player will take turns emptying the contents or pulling the contents out of their bag and finding the pieces that are trash. And you'll count how many pieces of trash are in each person's bag, and that person wins the Grinch trophy. Woo! They had the most Grinch trash in their bag. Game number 3 is the Ugly DIY Christmas Shirt Contest. Now, we've all done the ugly Christmas shirt sweaters, right? I had one over here. In the last video I filmed, I wore an ugly Christmas shirt sweater. I actually love those. They're so tacky, they're classic. But this activity, everybody can make their own ugly t-shirt on screen, so you could do it as an activity for your virtual happy hour, or you could ask everyone to pre-make their shirts and then have everybody vote on whose shirt is the ugliest. But basically, you'll just get a regular old t-shirt. You could have one that has something on it or a plain one, and go through your house and find some leftover pieces of just tacky Christmas stuff, glue them to the shirt, and wear that shirt to your party. Game idea number 4 is Christmas Would You Rather. I have this game already made for you on my website. The point of this game is you give players an impossible scenario of 2 choices, and players have to guess which choice they would choose and give an explanation of why. Some simple rules: you can't say no, like you can't answer, you can't say neither, that you would choose neither one, and you can't say both. You have to make a choice, which is hard for some people. It's hard for Enneagram 9s. Anybody else do the Enneagram? Let me know your Enneagram number down below, and I will tell you mine if you comment yours. Game idea number 5 is called Bumble Bee. When you were a kid, did you ever play that Bumble Bee, I see something you don't see? Should I say that slower? Bumble. Oh, I always say Bumbley Bee, but I think it's Bumble Bee, I see something you don't see. Have all of your players, they have to say this phrase. I will type it in the description box down below because I know that I talk fast. Players will say the phrase, they'll take turns, see something, spy something in the background of one of the other players, and all the players have to guess what it is, whose background it is. You can type it in the chat or yell it out loud, whichever way you prefer to play. For example, someone says, Bumbley Bee, I see something you don't see. I see something fluffy. And all the players will look through the backgrounds to see if they see something fluffy, and whoever is the first person to guess correctly, type it in chat, is the winner. And then the winner gets to then be the bumblebee and make the next choice. Next game is called Pinterest Speed Races. The Zoom host will start out sharing a random pin from Pinterest through screen share so that all the players can see the pin. Now you're going to ask all your players to open up a window in Pinterest. So everybody will need to sign on to Pinterest and find the pin that the Zoom host is sharing. Everybody share their screen at the same time so the Zoom host can see that everybody has found the pin. Now, to allow all of your Zoom players to share their screen at the same time, here are some instructions. Click the upward arrow to the right of screen share, then select multiple participants can share simultaneously. This allows multiple participants to share their screen at the same time. All right, so then the Zoom host closes their screen share and finds a new pin from Pinterest. As soon as the Zoom host reshares their screen, showcasing the new pin, all the other players must quick find that new pin. The first to find the new pin wins a point. Play as many rounds as you want, and the player with the most points wins the game. Game number 7 is called Christmas Majority. The Zoom host will start by asking a simple either-or question on a Christmas topic. You can use Zoom's poll feature, which is only available for those who have a paid Zoom account, or you can use chat. Players must respond at the same time with a choice. So you could count, say 1, 2, 3, and then everybody must type their answer. If a player is in the majority, they get a point. If in the minority, they don't get a point. Player with the most points wins. Some examples of either or questions are, do you like candy canes or hot chocolate? Which is the better movie, Elf or Home Alone? Do you put up your Christmas tree before Thanksgiving or after? Game idea number 8 is most likely to. This is a game of superlatives. That's a big word. I kind of like that word. Superlatives. Before your party, come up with a list of superlatives or most likely to. On the count of 3, all players will type in a person's name for that superlative. Now, the person must be currently attending the Zoom party. For example, most likely to drink all the eggnog. Everybody be quick, type someone's name in the chat. Another example would be most likely to buy Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve, or most likely to drink before heading to a holiday party. Game number 9 is called Christmas Hide and Seek. This game is played like 20 questions, but with no question limit and a Christmas theme. One player picks a place to hide, and this place could be anywhere, literally anywhere in the world. They could pick this place to hide and keep it a secret. For example, you could hide in a Christmas movie, in someone else's Zoom background, in a Christmas object, or a Christmassy place. Then all the other players will take turns asking a question to try and figure out where you are hiding until somebody guesses correctly. The person who guesses correctly wins, and then they get to be the person who secretly hides. Game number 10 is Read My Christmas Lips. One person will turn off their microphone and say the name of a Christmas movie, or the title of a Christmas song. The first person to guess what was said by typing their answer in chat wins a point. Then they become the person who turns off their microphone and says the name of a Christmas movie or the title of a Christmas song. The person with the most points at the end of the game wins. Game number 11 is called Sneaky Elf. Why did I do that? Sneaky Elf. At the start of your happy hour, the Zoom host will give everyone a secret Christmassy word. It could be something like evergreen, Santa, or jingle. And every player has to attempt to work that word into every conversation for the rest of the virtual Christmas party. Here's the hard part. They have to work it in without making it seem suspicious or obvious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
They have to try and be crafty and sneaky about it. Players gain a point for every time they mention their word without anybody catching on. But they lose a point if someone catches on to what they're saying. You could make this even more fun by depending on how many players you have, by dividing people up into breakout rooms and having conversations, or just having everybody in the same room. And of course, this game works on the honor system. People will have to keep track of their own points. We are at the last game. If you have been enjoying this video and have found a fun idea, let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you all and what games you're excited to play. Game number 12 is here. Truth is stranger than fiction. I found this game over on teambuilding.com. I will post their information in the description box down below, but I had to share it with you. It's too good. It's too good. The problem with having a crazy story is that you usually have to wait for the right opening to tell the unbelievable tale, right? I have so many stories that I want to share with you all, and I never have an opportunity to tell them. Truth is Stranger Than Fiction is a virtual happy hour activity that invites guests to tell strange, wacky stories. All right, so to get the conversation rolling, consider the following prompts, okay? So you tell your players you're going to play the story, and here are some prompts to get people to share their stories. You could take turns. What story do you always want to tell but rarely get the chance? This one time in Jerusalem where I went out on a date with somebody it wasn't really a date. I went to a bar with a man that I did not know in downtown Jerusalem with a friend of mine. That's a story. What is the strangest coincidence that has ever happened to you or that you have ever heard of? I like calling these quinky dinks. The strangest quinky dink. There was this one time in the Bahamas. That's all I'm saying. What story sounds like it is made up even if it is not? My camel napping story in Egypt. It always sounds made up when I tell people I was camel napped, kidnapped on a camel. I will see you all in my next video. Merry Christmas! And we're back. How did you like that last set of games? Which one was your favorite? Okay, I have the final newest Zoom games for you right now, never before seen on my channel. It's called Christmas Conversation Starters. You ever have those awkward moments during your Zoom calls or meeting with your friends and family and you need some conversation starters to get the fun going? Well, here is a list of super fun ones. You can download a full list over on my website. I will leave my website listed down below so that you don't have to come up with these questions yourself. Simply download them for free off my website. But here are a couple. If you could go anywhere for Christmas, where would you go? If you could invite anyone from your past to visit on Christmas Day, what would it be? If you could be Santa for one day, what would you do? To see a full list of these Christmas conversation starters, head over to my website. All right, this next set of games was featured last year, 2020, and there are 15 Christmas Zoom games you are about to watch. There was a big hit on my channel last year. I know you're gonna love. These are perfect for friends and family gathering. While you're here, consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a like, and share it with friends and family who are looking for Christmas game ideas. Also, save this in a playlist so you can refer back to it. There should be timestamps linked down below for the names of the games so that you can easily find the instructions. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Here comes the next set of games. Ready for Christmas. Peekaboo! I wanted to offer something that's cute for preschoolers. So if they're learning to identify their words with pictures and you want some Christmas themed game to go along with that, again, this is available over on my website, Christmas Peekaboo. I show a cute something object hiding behind a Christmas tree. Kids have to guess what the object is. My daughter is 3 years old. She loves playing the games from this series. There's a whole series of Peekaboo games that she will ask to watch over and over. I do have some for free on my YouTube channel. All right, enough talking about games that are available on my website. Game idea number 6 is a Christmas Scavenger Hunt. Yes, so go ahead and pop up a list of 5 to 10 Christmas objects that you would like players to go and find around their house. So don't tell them what the objects are before they hop onto the Christmas party. Pop up the list onto the screen using screen share and set a timer for 1 minute and see who can find the most objects from your list in 1 minute and bring back to the space to show everybody. So this way, players have to use their memory. They have to remember what is on the screen and get some a little exercise. They have to get up and retrieve some objects. Also creates a fun little share and tell time at the end of the game where players can show off the items that they found around their house from the list. And of course, the winner, you need a winner. The winner is determined by whoever finds the most items on your list. Christmas Bingo is game idea number 7, and I actually have, I'm holding it right here in my hands, you can't see it yet. I actually have a physical product with some fun Christmas bingo cards that I'm going to show you, but I would suggest you mail your bingo cards out to your players before the Christmas party so that everybody has their own bingo card ready to go. And I'm gonna suggest this cute little game right here. Christmas Bingo. Who is this by? I always get this wrong. Bible Games Central. I will post their information down in the description box. This bingo Christmas game was gifted to me for free, but I was under no obligation to show it to you, but I absolutely love it. We've been playing it a lot. It works great for my preschooler because the cards, actually, she can match up the cards with the squares on the bingo card, so she can do the pictures, but it also has the words written down so that if you're just calling them out, then everybody can put down their bingo by the name. So my son loves it. We love it as a whole family. I just highly recommend, and it's good quality paper too, but you could easily mail these to your players. And then here are the little cards that come, the calling cards that you would call. Are they cute? They're so adorable. Okay, so I just I just had to show you that one. Game number 8 is Zoomed In Christmas version. Yes, everybody loves a good game of Zoomed In. So go ahead, go to unsplash.com, download some free Christmas images, pop open the preview on your screen on your computer of all the images that you are going to be playing with, and click the little magnifying glass in the preview window, zoom in on the picture, then start your Zoom meeting, screen share, go to the screen share feature. You will see all of the pictures, the images that are already on your desktop will be loaded already into the screen share option on Zoom. And then you can click one at a time and use the little magnifying glass to zoom out until your players guess. Whoever guesses the most images correctly wins the game. I do have a video explaining another way of playing this zoomed in game. I will link it in a card right here if you would like to watch it. Game number 9 is called Guess That Christmas Song. But wait, there's a twist. You're not just gonna hum the Christmas song. I mean, you could just hum the Christmas song and have players guess what Christmas song you are humming. But let's make this a little more fun. Let's make a Christmas mouse version. Okay, so you're gonna squeak. You're gonna squeak the Christmas song. So it would go something like, I don't know, squeak, 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 squeaker, squeaker, squeaks. Could add some squeakers, some squeak squeakities into the song, and it'd just be a cute little twist on a classic Christmas game. Game number 10 is called Christmas Movie Extra. Before your party, ask your players to pick out their favorite Christmas movie or an image that they can change their virtual background to that represents either their favorite Christmas movie or just a random obscure scene from a Christmas movie. Then when you have your Christmas party, you'll play this game, Christmas Movie Extra, and everybody will switch their virtual background and take turns guessing what movie everybody's background is from. So you'll be like an extra starring in the background of your movie. And so everybody will type in chat what movie they think is in everybody's background, and whoever guesses the most correctly wins the game. Game number 11 is called There's Room for Everyone on the Nice List. In this game, all players will be creating a list together, but there is a twist. You're basically going to be creating Santa's list. So one person will start off giving a name, like this. The next person will have to use the last letter of that name to call out a second name for Santa's list. And then the third person will use the last letter of the second person's name and create a name with that letter. And you keep playing until everybody runs out of names or until they just can't think of one. So there are 2 rules you must follow. 1, you have to use the last letter of the previous name to create your name. You cannot say the same name twice. And you are eliminated if you say the name twice or if you cannot come up with a name for Santa's Nice List. Last person playing the game wins. Game number 12 is called Santa's Coming. I mean, really, he is, right? He's coming. He'll be here. When I'm filming this video, he'll be here in about 6 weeks. So Santa's coming. Like, that's good news for 2020, right? Santa's still coming. We need some good news. This game is best played with a large group of people. The party host is going to text or private message through the Zoom chat feature one person to be Santa. Now, all the players will close their eyes except for the Santa. And the Santa is going to say, ho, 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 in a disguised voice. Then the Zoom host will tell everybody to open their eyes, and players have to type in chat who they think the Secret Santa is. Whoever wins that round and guesses the Secret Santa first, that person then gets to text or private message through the Zoom chat feature somebody else to be the Secret Santa. But if no one guesses who the Secret Santa is, then that Secret Santa gets to say, hey, it was me, and then they get to pick who is going to be the next Secret Santa. Because, you know, Santa's coming. Game number 13 is Finish the Phrase. Now, I like to play this game using movie quotes from my favorite Christmas movie. So I'm going to use the example of Buddy the Elf.
I found you, Daddy.
So beforehand, go ahead and just Google or look on Pinterest some favorite phrases from your favorite Christmas movie.
Hey, have you seen these toilets? They're ginormous.
Buddy the Elf has a lot of memorable Christmas phrases, perfect for this game.
You sit on a throne
Write those phrases down, and for your party, you will read the first half of the phrase.
Sorry, I can't ride with you the rest of the way up.
And then players will type in chat the second half of the phrase.
Sorry, I can't ride with you the rest of the way up, but this is where my dad works.
And whoever gets it correct gets a point. And then whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. Speaking of Buddy the Elf, game number 14, the title, Smiling's My Favorite Thing, is one of Buddy the Elf's favorite sayings. Before your Christmas party, okay, you're gonna need to poll your guests a few things. Ask players to give you their favorite items from a list of categories, okay? So I'm gonna give you some suggestions of categories that you need one favorite item from all of your guests to your party, okay? So they're gonna need to tell you, I'm gonna read it off of here. They're gonna need to tell you their favorite Christmas food, favorite snack, favorite Starbucks drink, favorite cookie, favorite color, favorite athletic clothing brand, favorite gum, favorite computer brand, favorite gaming system, favorite restaurant, favorite fast food joint, favorite vacation spot, etc. You could have as many categories as you would like. You all saw where this was going, right? You are going to create a Family Feud style game. And guess what program you can use for this? My favorite, Trivia Maker. Yes, you can just plug all of these categories and all of your players' responses into the Family Feud game. Customize it in Trivia Maker. Game number 15 is called Bob Ross Christmas Contest. All right, if you don't know who Bob Ross is, maybe you're too young, I suggest you Google who Bob Ross is and Bob Ross's style of painting trees. It's very distinct, right? Very distinct. Who else? Who else is a fan of Bob Ross? Grew up watching Bob Ross on the couch. Okay. So how can you play this on Zoom? Well, the Christmas contest is everybody will need to open up their screen share feature, get a blank screen share whiteboard feature, and they need their annotation tools. Set a timer for 1 minute, and players have to create their best Bob Ross impersonated Christmas tree using only the annotation tools available in Zoom. And then all players will vote on which Christmas tree they think is the best Bob Ross Christmas tree. Game number 16 is Extreme Candy Cane Game. Play this just like Spoons, except on Zoom, and instead of a spoon, use a candy cane. Now, I don't have a candy cane because I haven't found any candy canes in the grocery store so far because, you know, it's still before Thanksgiving, or I would show you how to play this with candy canes. So instead of a spoon, substitute a candy cane in for Extreme Spoons. Game number 17 is called Roll the Die, Let's Get Moving Christmas Edition. Now the Zoom host is the only one who will need a die and will need to assign a movement to all 6 sides of the die so that when you roll the die, all of your players, this would be great for classrooms, all of your players will do the movement associated with what number is on top for the die. For example, shake the present, decorate the tree, make the cookies, put on the star, ride the donkey. I mean, you know, there's a donkey in the Christmas story. Mary rides in on the donkey. And freestyle. Game number 18 is Words Within Words Christmas Edition. Give your players a word like Christmas. Post it on this screen share option. Players must type in chat how many words within the word Christmas they can come up with. And the person who guesses the most wins. You could have a lot of different rounds of this game. You could use my hair just came out of my head. You could use words like ornament, Rudolph, Santa, Bethlehem, lots of options. Game number 19 is called Hide the Ornament. Ask all of your players before your party to bring a Christmas ornament to your Zoom Christmas party. And then instruct them to hide their ornament somewhere in the background on their Zoom so it can be visible behind them. Players take turns guessing where the ornament is in each person's background. Now what's even cooler is you could, after everybody has found all the ornaments, you could give people a chance to tell something about the ornament. You know, where it was made, does it have special significance, where was the ornament bought, who gave them the ornament. There usually is a special story behind every Christmas ornament, right? And if you need a winner, whoever guesses where the ornament is located first in each of everyone's backgrounds racks up a point, and then the person with the most points wins the game. Oh my goodness, we're down to the very last Zoom Christmas game. If you've been enjoying this so far, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel because I have lots of Christmas content coming out for you. Game number 20 is called Christmas Colors. This game works for all ages and also can be a learning game for younger children. Call out a color and every player has to run, dash, find something Christmassy of that color and bring it back and show everybody. Red. Each person that pops back into their seat with the object first earns a point, and the player with the most points at the end of playing the game wins the game. Merry Christmas from my family to yours. Virtual hugs, because I know it's going to be hard and difficult this season with COVID going on.